welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica, and today I will be doing a Wip Chat. If you're new here and you don't know what Wip stands for, it stands for Work in Progress. And what that means is that you can bring out your own whips, or you could do other projects, or you can just sit around on the couch and listen to me ramble about what's been going on during my week. With that being said, I've been working on the Dragon's Door, and as you can see, I have made a ton of progress since since last week, honestly. We're almost done with the door knocker here, and then we'll be getting to the actual dragon portion. I've been working on basically 3 sections this time around, I thought I could get it done, but I couldn't finish it in time when I was working on it. So I figured I'll work on this, and if we're still doing the Whip and Chat, I'll just move over to the other section over here. So hopefully you guys are doing great. Let's see, I'm gonna go with this color. Yeah, things are doing fine here. I had my retreat, which was a blast. Had to cut it a little short, unfortunately, but things are doing all right. But let's see. So let's see, where should we start? Because oh my goodness, my brain is just all over the place, it feels like. Let's see. So I had my physical therapy appointment right at the beginning of the, well, not at the beginning, but straight near the beginning of the week, and we did the whole the ultrasound stuff and the electro therapy thing, and then she kind of did something called dry needling on one part of my muscle because it was still very tight. I won't get into specifics in case you're squeamish about needles and everything, but it was an interesting experience. And then after that, she actually started me on some stretches. And I have been trying to be as vigilant as I can be about doing these stretches twice a day. I did forget to do my stretch on one day. I was able to do it on part of the day, and then I forgot to do it the second half of the day. But I've been trying to stay on top of it as best as I can. I have noticed that my my muscles are starting to get stiff again, unfortunately. So even though I'm trying to stretch them, and she said I'm supposed to do it reps of, goodness, 1 set, reps of 3. And then she's for 10 seconds, but she would like it if I'm able to increase it to 30 seconds. And it's it's starting to get to the point where the 10 seconds are getting to be a little too painful again. I'm but I've been trying. I've been working on it. Just doing my best. So that was the first part of the week. We were able to do that, and it was man, this week has been just all over the place with the weather and with how crazy things happen. If you do hear any thunks, I'm by the window over here. It's the bumblebees that we have that's flying all over the they always dive bomb me. I tell you guys this every year when I walk outside, they dive bomb me. Well, they're hovering around the bushes now, and they keep knocking up against the windows. It's you silly bees. So we're working on watching that. The cats are here, they'll be making a lot of hopefully they won't make too much ruckus, but they have been very, very interested in the outside world. I have Rigel with me right now, who's been my little shadow since I came back home, and he hasn't really left my side as much. He was not happy about the fact that I went upstairs to sleep in the bed and he couldn't follow me. He was very upset last night, but he's perfectly content next to me. I took a small nap earlier today, and he just snuggled up right against me. It was so cute. But okay, let's see. But yeah, he's just over here chilling. So the camera hopefully won't wobble too much because the cat desk is attached to my desk as well. as this camera. So if he starts making a lot of movement because he wants to chase after a bird or a bumblebee, because he keeps perking up every time the bumblebees come like close to the window and he paws at it. But yeah, so it might be a little bit of movement. But yeah, Nova has been interested in the outdoors as well. She keeps switching from between in this room or into our living room, which has the other bushes on the other side, you know, of the house. So very interesting. Oh, speaking of, hi there, Nova. Hi. You can't go up there. Rigel's already up there. Hopefully we don't have a fight because she wants to be in the same spot he is. But yeah, they've missed me. Well, Rigel missed me. Nova's like, you know, I could take it or leave it. Are you gonna feed me? Okay, you're welcome here, you know. And she started cuddling with me yesterday. She started sitting next to me again. So I guess I've been forgiven for leaving, I guess. But yeah, so I had my therapist appointment, and the weather's been kind of like really crazy. Like I said, we've been pretty much, goodness, we've been dealing with cold, warm, cold, warm, cold, and that was kind of like the case again. We had some cold weather yet again at the beginning of the week, and kind of also into during the retreat. And then it started warming up. In fact, yesterday it didn't hit 90. It said there was a chance of it becoming 90, but it only went to, I think, 87 degrees. But still, you know, for March, you know, that's pretty nice. It felt wonderful, I have to say. Although the pollen, oh man, the pollen has definitely has made its appearance. Are you settling down? Oh. Anyway, so yeah, we got the sea of yellow going on. You can see it on all the cars that drive by. It's on the windshields. Luckily, our car's in the garage, so it doesn't get as covered until we go outside. So there's that. Let's see. Trying to make sure this is all set up. But yeah, we're just dealing with that. So yeah, it's like tree pollen's very, very high. And it was so funny because when I left to go to the retreat, which was a Wednesday evening, it was Wednesday, right? Yes, it was Wednesday. So it was a Wednesday evening, and our Japanese maple tree that we have in our front yard, it just had the buds going. It didn't even, like, the leaves weren't out or anything. And then when I came home Saturday, it's like fully sprouted. It's like, ah! So I was like, oh hey, hi, you're awake now. So so that's nice to see. And now I'm like been looking outside, although I do have to trim the bushes probably a little bit more because I can just barely see the Japanese maple, just very at the very tip top. And I love looking at those bright red leaves. The bottom part of the tree, like, it's green, so I know they'll start turning red soon, but I just love the red leaves on that tree. So let's see. So yeah. So Tuesday was my physical therapy appointment. It was freezing that day, of course. It was like in the 20s, I think. In the morning, it was like, good Lord. And then had to come home. And I was not packed. I will tell you guys, I did not pack at all until Wednesday morning. I was just so exhausted because, so on Tuesday, I had my appointment, and then I came home, and because there was no school on Monday from the storm, some of the stuff that got rearranged. So my daughter had a track meet on Tuesday. My son also had the robotics interest meeting on Tuesday. So I was out for most of the evening when I came home, so it's like I didn't really get to do too much. Like, it's literally like I did my Wip Chat in the morning, edited, uploaded it, went to my physical therapy appointment, came back, made sure everything was fine, posted the Wip Chat, started cleaning up a little bit, like making a list of things that I need to pack, but not packing, and then went to go and get the twins, brought them home. I made dinner, and then immediately left to go to this robotics interest meeting. So right now we are not 100% sure if Michael's going to join or not. He keeps flip-flopping, especially since he's learned that a certain kid that he's not a fan of is there. And it's a small group, so there's a big chance that he would have to work with this child, and I can understand his apprehension. But I really think this would be a good opportunity for him. But I'm not going to push him into it if he doesn't want to. Like, he did seem really into it, and then kind of the interest waned, like when they kind of said your responsibilities and stuff. And I found out that his apprehension from that was he doesn't think that he could be creative or work well with others or learn how to do teamwork. And I'm like, well, these are the skills that you're going to have to learn how to build on when you are, out in the real world kind of thing. And sometimes you're going to have to, you'll figure out that you're going to be doing most of the work anyway. So, on some cases, but it was just like, kind of like, okay, I get why you're a little worried and stuff, but there's still no harm in trying, right? But yeah, and then he was kind of for it when he talked to his school principal, because when my husband dropped me off at the retreat, they had a art show, and both my kids were like, yeah, whatever, you go and have fun at the retreat. And I was like, are you sure? Because I would love to see your artworks. And they're like, nah. My son's like, didn't even really care. My daughter thought her artwork wasn't good. I got pictures. They're excellent. I thought she did an excellent job. Let's see. But yeah, his principal was over there at the art fair and was trying to convince him to during that whole bit, and he almost got him until he said a certain kid's name who's like a year older and is already at the middle school. He said, "Oh yeah, and so's in the robotics team as well." And this kid is basically the brother of the girl who caused a lot of issues with my son. That I'm not gonna go into. It's a whole mess, but just it's just a headache, and she lives like down the street from us, and it's just like I can't even deal with her parents. So but yeah, I was just like, I get his apprehension. So, but we're still hoping he'll join. Fingers crossed. Because I really think this would be good for him. He loves to learn how to code. They said that he'll have to learn how to use Python, which I know that he's been wanting to learn. My husband's going to get him a class in the summer so he can learn how to do that. And he's really interested in that. So we'll see. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But if he does, he does. There's, we still have time to sign up, because I think the cutoff date is like in 2 weeks. So we have some time, so for him to think about it. And then there's like tryouts, so he doesn't get like automatically in. It's just signups to try out for it, and then he'll have to go to a tryout session, and then we'll see if he gets in or not. So, and then we'll have to also have a teacher's recommendation letter, and all sorts of it's very involved. It is extremely involved. Like, when I went into the area, I thought we were going to just be there for about an hour, maybe 30 minutes at most, to just kind of explain what the whole thing is. We stayed there for an hour and a half. It was nuts. And she has a bit more stricter regulations compared to the athletics thing, but I can get it. And I know my son can essentially do all that. She wants basically a 70% passing grade each week, which my son can do, and compared to like the athletics team, where they expect you to have at least a 60%, which I was shocked. Like a 60%? I was like, dang. So, but she also checks it like every week to make sure. And if you start dropping, you get like 3 tries before you're entered into study hall with her. And then they figure out what the heck is going on before you have to be let go from the team, kind of thing. But so she does give you ample chances to try and pick that grade up, especially if it's something that you're just struggling with a certain subject. So, I mean, but which I feel like is a fair thing, especially when you're dealing with things like, you know, like sensitive electronics and stuff. So, but some of the stuff that she was like describing, I'm like, oh, this fits Michael to a T. Like saying like you have to fill in your let's see, your goodness, it was like a notebook. I don't remember what the notebook was called, but you have to fill in the notebook, and then also like with details of what you're doing, what you know, what your plan was, how you failed. Michael loves doing that stuff. That is like his jam. So I'm like, oh man, and you know, you got to take pictures and videos of your progress to show what you're doing. That is such him. That is so him. But you know, like I said, I can't force him. I can only just encourage him. So, you know, fingers crossed, right? And then Jana is like, now she's kind of considering maybe joining band. And she might do percussion, so she might want to join the drums. So I'm like, yes, join the band, you know. But again, I am not going to be pushing her. But we were kind of talking about it a little bit, and her thing was she thought she was going to have to use an instrument. But I told her like about the percussion and the drums, and I said, like eventually you can graduate from instead of just doing drums. There's like cymbals. Sometimes, you know, like if you can get into the jazz band, you'll get to play the guitar, you know, the electric guitar, which really perked her up. And I'm like, sometimes you get to play these very interesting drums. I forgot all the names of them because I was not in percussion. I'm like, there's even the xylophone. You can learn how to play that. And that, I think, got her interest a lot. So she might join, you know. So we'll figure it out. There's still plenty of time. I might have another band student. Cross your fingers. Like I said, I can't just like, you know, push them. So, but yeah, we're just like, the kids are doing great. They had their art fair. Like I said, my husband took them to the art show and took pictures of their artwork to send to me, which were fabulous. I did have to laugh at Michael's thing. It looked like a lizard man drawing in a suit. I don't know what it was about, but it was very interesting. And then Nicole's artwork was very like, she had to draw like a deck of cards kind of thing, and she chose the Queen of Hearts, I guess, like that, and drew her own spin on it, which was very interesting. And I don't remember what the other one was. My brain is like racking on it, like, because I don't remember that one very well. But she drew some more when she got home. And she drew like this beautiful, like she painted this beautiful lilies, and like they're bright red lilies with a teal background. She was like painting that, so she was enjoying herself quite a bit. So I'm glad that, you know, we're also encouraging that side. Like, I want her to feel artistic, even if she is doing something more on the educational side, so she has like a little outlet. But yeah, it was so weird staying over, even though it was like literally just half an hour away. It was still so weird being away from the kids, knowing that they were close by, but yet I wasn't the one handling all the details and stuff. Like, I still woke up on Thursday, and like I didn't have my alarm. I turned my alarm off, but I still woke up on Thursday, like right around the time that they would get up and get going, and then I was watching the Life 360 thing of them moving towards their schools and everything. It was like, oh, okay. And then I saw my husband came home, and then I went right back to sleep, woke back up, and then like, okay, I'm gonna get just started for the day. So I didn't really sleep very much. Like I kept waking up at 7:30 for the most part. I'm like, it's a school schedule. I'm hoping like when I get to the retreat in July that I will be able to transition to staying up late. But I did get to stay up till midnight for a few nights. Like I pushed myself to get to midnight, and that's all I could ever ask. I just know that when I'm in Texas, it's probably 11 o'clock for the midnight because my body will still feel like it's midnight, but it'll be 11 o'clock. So if I could push to like 12 over there, I know it's going to be like 1 in this area. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try my best on that when I get there, but we'll see. But hopefully I'll have my body, ready to go. Although I will say, I'm cutting it close with that because the retreat is close to the beginning of school, and I have to transition back into school schedule. So I should really start around that week when I'm going into the retreat, but I'm not going to. I'm going to try and stay up late because I want to be up with my friends. Let's see. Anyway, but we're going to be talking about the retreat that I was with here. So I love both retreats that I went to. So I went to 2 retreats so far, and I love things about both retreats. One of the things was that I really liked is how small of a setting this one is. I did like how like there was a lot more people at the other retreat, but I also really enjoyed the fact that there was only 12 people over here. And it was just, it felt like, it felt smaller. It didn't feel as loud. I mean, like there was moments when it did get loud in the crafting area, but I felt like I was able to get to know everyone a bit better. Although I really wish I was able to walk around. I tried. I walked around a few times, like early morning, to talk to people. But I still kind of stayed in like the group that I knew best. But yeah, it was just, it was very nice. I got to sit next to Alyssa. I texted her like, she wanted like, she was looking for one of those shamrock shakes from McDonald's, and since I was like on my way to pick up the kids and stuff, I offered to go check out the McDonald's that is in our town. They didn't have it. And then as we're driving to the retreat, I told my husband, I'm like, I really want to get her one. He goes, well, there's one like literally 7 minutes away from the place. And I said, can we please stop there and go see if they have one? He goes, yeah, sure. So we get there, and they have it. And you know what? He orders it, but he only orders one for her. I'm like, where's mine? He goes, oh, whoops. So at least she got her shamrock shake. But I put it in the fridge for her while she was still on her way here. She was like less than an hour away, something like that, when I messaged her about it. So, but it was funny. I'm like, where's mine? But yeah, I got to set up. I wasn't the first person there when I arrived at the retreat. I was like the second one. So the person who organized the retreat, her name's Tammy. She is such a delight. I love her so much. And it was like a house. So it was like a really big house instead. Not like these, and there was like a couple of bedrooms and like beds in each room kind of setting. Let's see, there we go, eat. Okay. So, so when I got there, I was like, since I was like one of the first people there, I got to choose. We didn't do like roommate assignments or anything, so I got to pretty much choose what where I wanted to sleep. And even though I kind of told my husband, like I kind of looked at the gallery and I said, I really don't want to sleep on those smaller beds, you know. I was like thinking about going upstairs instead. I decided to just stay downstairs because my knee was yelling at me, and I was like, oh no, with this temperature changes, like my knee and my hip, they're not going to want to climb up and down the stairs. I'm like, I'm going to be hobbling. No. So I was like, I decided I would sleep downstairs on one of those smaller beds, which wasn't too bad. It was like those single beds. It wasn't awful like I thought it was going to be. And it was actually actually one of the most comfortable nights sleeping. I love the pillow, the topper, and I kind of gushed over it when telling my husband. So we bought a new mattress topper to try out because we haven't been sleeping in our bed for a while because of how lumpy, and it's just it's just like places where it kind of hits hard on you. So we haven't been able to really sleep on there, and it's bad when the couch is a better bed than the actual bed itself. So I'll tell you about my experience on the bed at home with the first night with the topper in a little bit. We'll get into that. But anyway, retreat. So I picked this spot. I was like, okay, I'll go here. Got my CPAP set up. I started setting up my diamond painting, and as I was getting everything set up, and I start like kind of working a little bit, waiting, and then Alyssa shows up, and I'm like, yay, right? And I said, there's a spot next to me if she wanted to sit next to me, if not, whatever, if she wanted to go somewhere else. But she did. She sat up next to me. So I'm like, yes, awesome. I have someone that I know next to me. Yay. I'm not going to be all awkward. I was awkward. I was very awkward. But yeah, I got to experience seeing Alyssa in action, because when on the last retreat she was like across from me, so I didn't really get to see how fast she diamond paints. But yeah, she diamond paints fast. She knows she does. But it was kind of fun watching her, because like here I am going with my thing slow and steady. But she was encouraging me like to keep going. It was fun, and like keep going, like one more section, we got this, like that. So which actually, if I was able to finish this, it would have been 2 rows. Instead, I got like a row and a half done. And there was times where, like, the first night I had 3 sections done, I think. 3.5. And then I got in 4 done, and then 3.5. And then I had 2 done over here, like before I had to leave, and I was aiming to try and get 5. And I was just like, I was so, man, I was like, dang it. And then it's like, I stopped diamond painting for the last day, so day and a half. So I'm only now working on it. I started working on it a little bit last night. And then I was like, well, I'll just stop for now and use this as, for my Wip Chat and everything. But anyway, so yeah, she got there, she sat up next to me, got to see her easel, she had a big old light pad as well, and then she was like trying to figure out which of her diamond paintings she wanted to start with, and I suggested a mask, a couple people suggested other ones. She started with the mask, ha ha ha. And oh my gosh, and then she figured out, like, she was doing her bling and stuff like that. It was so awesome seeing her bling that thing up. It was so pretty. It was gorgeous. Like, when it was done, she finished, I know, 2 diamond paintings at least there. They were not like the small ones, but they were, decent sized diamond paintings. So it's not like, oh no, she only did 2. No, she did a good job on those 2. Holy cow. And then let's see. Then sitting from directly across from me was Mandy. So she was a delight. I love her butter tray so much. Like, that was so much fun to see, was her butter tray. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to open up a new section soon. So we'll finish this up. Okay, I'll get this color and this color, and we're gonna have to stop for a minute so I can move things around, I think. But let me just continue talking while I do this. There we go. Let's see, what else? So yeah, we had Mandy. Or I can just start diamond painting really slow. So yeah, we had Mandy, and she was so much fun. I enjoyed her immensely. And then I had a few other people that was like sitting all over the place. I had, let's see, we had Leia. So I had a couple people who were in the Crafters Den with me. it was fun. It was a blast, and I want to do this again. I hope Tammy does do this again. I really do. And I hate that I had to leave. But yeah, it was just I was like I didn't really eat a lot while I was there, which is weird, like because I'm such a big snacky person, and I just didn't really eat as much as I was thinking I was going to. And then, like, for the first night, we all ordered pizza. I could not get Venmo to work on my phone. Like, I downloaded it and it wouldn't work, so I had to PayPal the for the food, to pay for the food and everything instead. It was like, oh my goodness, come on, phone, work with me, right? But yeah, it was really good pizza. Like, I live close in the area, but like it's still far enough away where it's like, do I want to order pizza from this place? Like, it's, you know, because I would have to go and pick it up instead. It's just enough of a distance where it's like I gotta go and pick it up. But I do know some of the restaurants around the area and things, so. But it's just like one of those things. So, but I mentioned to my husband, like, next time we do pizza, because we haven't really we've decided we won't be ordering pizza anymore for the most part, because it's just so expensive, and we got only like Pizza Hut and Domino's and you know and my goodness, what else? Like, and Papa John's, and they're so expensive and it tastes bad, and it's just like so. Yeah. Okay, I am going to stop for a minute. I'm going to pause this, and we will continue on in just a minute. I don't think I have a lot more to talk about. Maybe I do. We'll see. All right, I'll see you in a moment. Okay, there we go. Things are set back up. It just took a while. Maybe I'll just unplug my phone charger here so I'm not knocking into it. But yeah. So, let's see. So first night, we did pizza and everything. I stayed up till midnight. And as I was diamond painting, I started to realize I did not pack everything I needed. And it was all these drills that I have that I'm showing you right now. I had a bunch of these drills on my computer monitor because I didn't want to make like two trays worth of this. So I decided I was just going to pack and I was just gonna, you know, put these drills in when I needed to, but I forgot to pack them, and then I was just like, oh god, what if I start running out? And I was like a little nervous while I was diamond painting it, because I asked my husband if he was able to if he could drop the drills off for me the next day. And he couldn't do that for me until like almost in the evening, because he was going to do a lunch, and he had meetings all day long. So I was not able to get my drills until like at the very end of the next day. And luckily I made it. I didn't have any worries, thankfully. But I was just. It was a nerve-wracking experience, because I thought I was going to run out of like 2 drills, especially like, and it's one of them that I'm working on right now, this minus symbol, and then it was also this Y symbol. I have like a lot of that. Surprisingly, I didn't run out of the black, which I have a lot of the bags still left, but I think that's because I haven't gotten to the areas where there's more black. It's been just mostly those gray spots so far. But yeah, so that was the first day, and I was just like, you know, the place was amazing, right? So like at the end of the first day, I'm like, okay, I'm tired. I'm gonna get ready for bed. You know, I'm gonna get myself all set up. And so like one of the other women was already went and took a shower, and I walked in like as she was, you know, taking a shower, not into the bathroom, but I walked into the bedroom, and I was just like organizing my my stuff on the bed, you know, pulling things out that I need for the shower, not paying any attention, because I didn't realize this until she pointed it out. And I'm so glad I didn't notice it, because I would have gotten a show. So there's a peekaboo fireplace in that room where you could look into the fireplace because it's like a double-sided fireplace, and you can look straight ahead, and there's like the tub that's next to the fireplace, but there's also a shower head, and it's just half of it's like glass, so you get to see the person's entire top half. it was not good. But I wasn't over in that side of the area, so I wasn't even noticing. I was in my own little world, so thankfully I didn't, it was just, I wasn't aware of it, thankfully. But yeah, we immediately tried to figure out how to kind of cover things up. If I ever go to that retreat again and I'm staying in that room, I'm buying like those accordion shade blinds, that you can stretch out kind of thing, and that way to cover up the spot, because oh my god, that's so it was like I didn't feel comfortable taking a shower, even though we kind of tried to cover up the area. I took the fastest shower I ever did. I do want that shower though. It is like they had like a rain shower head. I didn't use it, to be honest, but oh my gosh, like the bathroom was huge because it was probably like the master bathroom for the downstairs, but it was gorgeous. I loved it. But yeah, that was my first night and that was quite interesting. And I was just so worried that I was going to snore and wake up people, so I was like making sure my CPAP wasn't being loud, and just like, being very aware. I kept waking up going, thinking like, hey, is it leaking? That kind of stuff. Thankfully it wasn't. I want to excuse the fact that there's a lot of gapping. This is an older canvas for sure, so you're going to see that there is some gapping in certain spots here. It's because like the drills are smaller than the actual grid, and it's from 2021. I seen like, oh man, I saw someone selling this, and it was like one of the newer ones, and I was just like, nope, I'm not going to buy it. Nope, not going to do that again. But I think I tried to, someone might have been convinced to go and buy it, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, it was fun. Let's see. So I woke up early the next day, like I was telling you guys, and I just decided to get ready. I wasn't the first one up. I was like the second one up. Oh, and on the first day we did our sparkle, it's like a secret Santa. We did our sparkle pal exchange, and that was a lot of fun too, because it was I felt like I probably should have gotten, now that I have experienced it for the first time, I'm definitely going to know what I'm doing for next time around. For this, I will definitely, plan ahead better. I thought I did a good job. I didn't do a good job. But I will try and definitely do a better job next time around. But I'm going to definitely make a video of what I got at the retreat. But like in my secret Santa kind of thing, I got in a pin and this cute little fidget 3D dragon. Like, oh my god, it was so cute. It was like, it was white with purple flowers. Oh my gosh, it was so gorgeous. I loved it. And then let's see, we spent most of the day just like listening. We were listening to K-pop. Well, not that day, but the next day we did. But there was like a lot of lo-fi stuff, so I started nodding off a lot. It was funny because like, man, my body was just like, I think it was just because there was just so much people, and I felt a little anxious, a little overwhelmed, even though I was at a place that had a lot more. I don't know. It was just like, it was a lot more, I guess, for me. But the place was big. The kitchen was huge. I am in love with that kitchen. I want that kitchen so bad. I want it in my life, and I know I can't have it. Maybe if I win the lottery, I will get a kitchen like that in my dreams. But it was so gorgeous. I loved it. So yeah, one day I will get it. It was so big, and they had an inventory sheet, like, so to find out everything, they label stuff like A through Z and 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. So like, you know, if you wanted to find the bowls, it is in cabinet whatever it was, and you know, so that way you could find all the utensils and things. I'm like, oh man, that is such a smart system. They did such a good job. But yeah, it was just just that. Let's see. But yeah, we did the sparkle thing. Next day, we spent most of the day, we're just kind of like chit chatting. We're having fun. You know, we're like just doing a lot of silly stuff. I took a nap at one point. Let's see, and I think that night we did the whole, like, we had like items to pass around to everyone, and oh my gosh, I got let's see, hold on. And that night also was like my husband brought over the drills, and he got me my Mexican food, like from my favorite restaurant that I like. So, and I didn't really eat much of it. I don't know what was going on. I didn't eat a lot. I was like, hey, this is, you know, multiple foods kind of thing. And now I just realized I left the food there. I forgot to pack that up when my haste of trying to get home quickly. Dang it. Darn it. Oh, well. Let's see. But yeah, it felt like things kind of went in a blur, to be honest. So yeah, we had like, yeah, Thursday was just a lot of us kind of, you know, learning what everyone's doing. We had like, we did party games. There was, it started blending all together in spots. So I'm probably skipping all over the place. But yeah, like, I know that Friday we did bingo, and that was kind of funny. We did bingo, we did a couple other things, and I did win 2 things. I won a pin. It was so pretty. I was like, oh my gosh, it has a captive ring on it. It's like from Peachy King. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's a little on the thicker side. I do prefer thinner pins, but I'm going to figure out how to use it. I'm going to figure it out, because, you know, maybe I'll use it for like straightening and for fidgeting. Definitely for fidgeting. Because you guys know me. I got to fidget around. But let's see. One of the days, I had Alyssa, I brought like my diamond paintings with me. I brought like Luna Mothwitch, and I brought one of my Chrissabugs to see if I could get them enhanced, you know, and figure them out. And she looked at them, and she made a list for me. I took a picture of the list so I wouldn't forget it. And so that way, and I ordered the drills. I have the drills, but they haven't sent yet. That's going to be a bit. I know I am all over the place, but man, I wish I recorded this. Like, as I was moving all my stuff around, I heard 2 thumps against the window, and of course it was just the bumblebees. They thumped up against the window. You guys didn't even have a chance to get that sound. I was like, aw, man. But yeah, so yeah, I got my drills ordered, so I'm ready for that. I did not order anything on Saturday. I wish listed instead the Yume. I went ahead and wish listed that. But it was so funny, like, because we were all like kind of like, whenever there was a new diamond painting coming up, we're wondering what was going on, you know, what's going to be the next diamond painting and everything, especially since they were like, had that Margaret Morales that came out on the first day on Friday. We're like, well, there's the heavy hitter, you know. But let's see, what else? On Friday, they decided that they were, some people wanted to make spaghetti. I wasn't in the mood for spaghetti, so I just ate my leftover food from the day before. But yeah, it was just like, we had a lot of fun. Like, there were so many little prizes and stuff, and I'll definitely got to go through my swag bag, because I heard someone said that we have a pin blank in it, and that means I'm going to have to learn, like, have to actually go to a pin turner. I have never went to a pin turner before. I mean, like, I had Enabler's Outpost before, but they're closing down, so, and that's where I like these thin pin turns a lot. So I gotta figure out who to go to. I have a couple of recommendations, but I gotta think about this. I really do. I guess I'm gonna have to look at the pin turner styles and figure out where I want to send this pin blank to. So, but let's see, what else has been going on? What else was going on? Oh, I woke up early on Saturday. Well, I woke up early and then I laid back down thinking I had time because we were all going to watch the live of BTS. Alyssa was like really wanting to watch that, so we were going to watch that at 7 o'clock, and I woke up at like 6:20. I got dressed, and I was just like, I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh, I can sleep for 30 more minutes and still wake up. I woke up at 7:30. I woke up at 7:30. I came out and I'm like, oh my god, I was so embarrassed. They were already watching the thing, so I got myself a cup of coffee and then I sat down, near them and started watching the last 30 minutes of the live, and it was really good. I got a couple of songs stuck in my head now. I don't think I'm a true converter, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few songs that I will listen on repeat. I will definitely be listening to it from time to time. Well, there's another bumblebee. I wonder if it's going to bonk up against the window. Let's see. Trying to think what else says. Can you guys stop knocking up against the desk? Goodness gracious. Rigel's like loving the desk right now, and he keeps wobbling the tripod attachment that I have. He's been like my little shadow. He has been like when I came home, he Nova ignored me. Nova's like, whatever, oh, you're back, whatever. But Rigel, he has been just lovey-dovey the entire time. He has been just like, oh my gosh, you're back. The first night I was back home, oh, hi, now you're jumping on the table. Okay. The first night I came back, and I slept on the couch. He was like biscuits all night long. Was just like, I am just going to constantly make biscuits on you. Like, so he kept waking me up just doing that. I was like, okay, I appreciate it, but at the same time I wanted to sleep, but I still appreciate it. He kept like sleeping by my feet. I wake up, he's by my head. He was just like, I am not happy that you left me alone. Even though he had everyone else here. And he's been like following me all over the place. It's so sweet. And Nova started warming up to me last night. She actually slept near me, like as I was diamond painting last night. She got up on the the cat desk bed and snoozed there for the night. So we got that going on. That was nice. I enjoyed that immensely. She kind of purred a little bit, but still kind of gave me the aloof, like, whatever, So I was just like, okay, I love you too. Rigel was like, meanwhile, like, every time I tried to diamond paint yesterday, he wouldn't let me diamond paint. He would, like, walk over to me and start pawing at my chest, so I would have to lean back on my chair, so that way he would just start laying on me and snoozing, and just, like, he was just like, no, you can't leave me. And I'm like, it's gonna happen again, buddy, in July. But yeah, it was so cute. And I really did enjoy the retreat. I enjoyed it a lot. I wish I went out into the backyard, like they had a patio area, and oh my goodness, it looked so nice, but I didn't get to explore that area, unfortunately. But you know what? If she does the retreat again, I will definitely do that. I think I will probably maybe record it next time. I don't know. I was just like, I felt a little too awkward to like, I wanted to start blogging, but, or vlogging, but I wasn't like, I don't know. I felt a little too awkward to do that. So I decided not this time around. I'm going to work myself up to it. But yeah, it was just like, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I wish I could stay the entire time, but that's okay. Let's see, what else has happened? Okay, so when I got home, the kids were okay for the most part, and had to take care of a couple of matters. But overall, like Sunday, we got the mattress topper. I did say we were going to talk about this. Ooh, before we get into that. So I was enabled, so I didn't just buy drills, by the way. So I've been like kind of hovering about the pixels thing back and forth. So everyone that I know works on pixels. I love sticker by number, but I've been trying to be encouraged to get the pixels because they're just kind of like diamond painting, except you're placing one sticker square at a time. They're about the same size as a square diamond painting drill. And I'm just like, I don't know if I would like something like that. But as I was watching Mandy and also Alyssa work on it, and I was looking at their pixels, I was like, okay, you know what? I placed my first order. So I got my first order. I got like a couple of sticker sheets. Let's see. And then I thought I added the cherry blossom acrylic stand, but apparently I didn't. And then I got one of the collectible cards as well. So so that should be coming or ship soon. We'll see. And then I ordered my glasses. I finally ordered my glasses. I had to do reorder on that. Like I had to cancel the other order and reorder them, and I ordered my husband's as well. Let's see. And then the mattress. Okay. So we got this really thick mattress topper. It's like 4.5 or 5 inches tall. And my husband put it onto our bed. And we tried it out last night for the first time. And it is funny because I do have to get a step stool to climb into it. Last night I had to stand on my tippy toes and slide my butt up and then lift my leg over to get onto the bed. But it is ridiculously tall now. But I slept pretty nice. I had a decent night's sleep. I mean, like I still woke up. I'm still in pain, but it's not like, oh my gosh, all these areas are, that got hit is in agony as well. It's still my normal pain, but it's not like the bed sucks pain. So there's that. I mean, I wasn't expecting for miracles, but it was nice to be able to sleep a little bit more comfortable. So I enjoyed that immensely. So hopefully this will continue to be the case. Although it is funny to see me try to climb into it. It looks like a child, trying to climb into their parents' bed. But you know what? Whatever. Just puts the Hobbit jokes more and more is all I'm going to say. But yeah, I'm just like now I'm just trying to unpack. I'm slowly unpacking everything. It's funny because I packed everything in one day, and now it's like I'm just taking my time on unpacking. I brought more than I took, so with all the swag and prizes and stuff. So but yeah, I'm just enjoying myself. I'm going to try and get this road done. I'm so excited. It looks so nice. I love how this looks so much. And I'm just glad that this has gotten as far as it has before I have to start my event next month. I'm going to have to put this up, which makes me sad. I wanted to work on it a bit more, but we're going to see how far I can get into it before I have to put it up. So fingers crossed I can get at least to the halfway mark. I think I can. But I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I got a couple things I still got to do since it's now Monday. Kids are back in school. My husband had a doctor's appointment today. I think he just got back home. I heard the door open, so I think he's like upstairs or something. So I know he has to start working, so I gotta probably just move things around so that way he can get back to work. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!